Hey, hello, how you doing? It's Tucker, and well, today I'm back with another Funko Pop review video, and today I'll be taking a look at one of the most famous residents of Sesame Street, none other than Oscar the Grouch. Yeah, honestly, pretty good figure. I like it. I mean, I reviewed Elmo and Big Bird last year, and now I have Oscar to add to my collection, and he'll go nicely with my other Sesame Street pop figures. Yeah, really great detail on the fur on Oscar's body and on the trash can and the lid. It almost looks like actual metal or tin or whatever trash cans are made out of. Yeah, honestly, I think Carol Spinney would be impressed if he was still alive and he saw this. But yeah, looking at Oscar, you got his brown unibrow above his black dot Funko eyes, and he's also wearing a trash can lid for a hat, which honestly, if he was inside his trash can, the trash can was closed, the lid would be way too big for the trash can itself. So that's kind of funny. But yeah, great detail in the lid. Looks pretty dented. Also, the handle's kind of a little messed up. Kind of looks like an M or something. Yeah, and you have him inside his humble abode, which is his trash can. Again, pretty cool. There's a handle right there, and on the side. Yeah, and he's got one hand resting on his trash can, and on his other hand, he has his other hand sticking out, and surprise, surprise, it comes with a bonus character. It comes with his pet worm, Slimy. Pretty good detail on Slimy. I mean, I think his left eye isn't fully painted. I think there's a little bit of orange, but Slimy looks pretty cute. I think Slimy was included with the original Oscar figure, but instead of being in his hand, he was like down below, like right here. But yeah, you get two characters in one, Oscar and Slimy. And also, he has a sign which hanging up on his trash can, which looks to be made out of cardboard, and it says "I heart trash" written on there because Oscar, he has his song, "Oh, I love trash, anything dirty or dingy or dusty." But yeah, honestly, I think I would. I mean, it's a nice. I mean, it kind of adds like something new to this figure, but I think I would prefer. Yeah, I mean, the sign and the fact that he has Slimy in his hand. I think they both add something new to this figure, but I think I'd prefer if the sign said Scram instead. I think the original Oscar figure, I think he had a sign on his trash can and it said Scram, but this one says I heart trash. I'd like to get the original Oscar someday, the original Oscar pop figure, but this will do for now. I mean, that was released like 10 years ago, so I'm sure that's going for a lot of money. And yeah, bottom of the trash can, you got all the copyright stuff, Sesame Workshop, Funko 2025, made in Vietnam. And he has 360 head articulation, so that's always nice. Yeah, Slimy does not, however. He's just one piece. Kind of more like an accessory to Oscar. But I don't really think he needs it. I mean, not just because he's tiny, but I don't think worms have heads at all. But yeah. All right, now I'm going to do a comparison. All right, and here is Oscar along with his two buddies / neighbors from Sesame Street. Maybe not his buddies. I don't know how he feels about them, but yeah, I have him standing between Elmo and Tango, and the Funko Deluxe version of Big Bird in his nest. And yeah, he looks pretty great. I think he fits in well. I mean, obviously, it's because Oscar's also like a popular character from Sesame Street, a pretty recognizable face. So yeah, he looks good with them. I mean, it's kind of weird how Elmo doesn't have the black dot eyes, so that kind of like makes him different from the other two. But I mean, his eyes kind of sit on his head, so what are you gonna do? But yeah, I think Well, obviously, Big Bird's taller than Oscar, but I believe Oscar is slightly taller than Elmo. Like even if he had the lid, if he didn't have the lid on his head, he'd still be taller, I think. But yeah. Honestly, a funny thing I just realized is that both Elmo and Oscar, these figures anyway, they both have their pets included with them, their little buddies. Elmo has Tango and Oscar has Slimy. But yeah. Oh, Big Bird's also got his little buddy, his little teddy bear there. But yeah, Oscar, he looks pretty great. I'm glad to add him to go along with these guys. I mean, they did release a bunch of other ones, like they released a figure of the Count around the same time as they released this figure of Oscar, but yeah, I'm not really sure if I'm interested in the Count. I would like to get Cookie Monster though. I think that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, and there's also Abby Cadabby and Bert and Ernie, but I just have Elmo, Big Bird, and now I have Oscar for now. But yeah. Anyway, that was my Funko Pop review video of Oscar the Grouch from Sesame Street. Yeah, and as always, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Or actually, better yet, as Oscar famously says, scram, get lost. All right, bye-bye. See you later.